All right, hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Miss Mo. First and foremost, we got to give a shout out to a couple of things that's going on with your girl right now. Okay, so the first shout out is going to be the hair. I retwisted my hair so I can feel my scalp, and it feels good to feel my scalp. I ain't gonna lie. But I do, stand in solidarity with the girls that and the guys that they do free form, but it feels good to feel my scalp. Okay. Second thing I want to shout out what's going on over here, okay, is the lips. The lips are big and juicy, and I wanted to wear a color that highlights, my beauty, okay. And I feel like that's red. Red get me. Red is a universal lipstick that get the people that wear it. It's non-discriminatory, okay. And then the last thing I want to give a shout out to is, well, it's gonna be another thing too. But the last thing I want to give a shout out to is my nails. I did my nails. These are gel X nails, and I use like a gel nail polish thing. But I'm very proud of myself because this was the first time I painted my nails, and it didn't look like an unskilled 5-year-old did it. I'm growing, y'all. I'm growing. My skill set is growing, okay? It's growing. Then the last shout out is for the apparel that I have on. It has my business name on the back. If anybody would like to purchase this shirt, because my store, like the storefront that I had to place the order, it was on previous channels, but it's not up anymore. So if you did want to purchase it, you'll have to reach out to me directly. Okay, hair growing. Okay. So just to give a good self-love shout out, skin looking like it's looking. My iron is low, so the bags are there, but you know what? We ain't about to be super critical. We just embracing the beauty and the stuff that comes with beauty and growth and becoming older. So let's get to the purpose of this video. So the purpose of this video is to tell you all that I'm leaving YouTube. Yeah, goodbye. Peace out. Nah, this ain't what I signed up for. No, but in all honesty, I am gonna take a break from YouTube. I'm gonna work on doing a year-long break to kind of see if this is really not necessarily like what I want to do with my life, because it ain't that deep. I mean, it might be deep for some people, so let me not downplay that. But is it something that I want to continue as a hobby, as a space for me to, in a way, connect with people and to kind of showcase, not even showcase, but just be in my element. And this is gonna be my second time recording this video, because the first time I recorded it was when I was redoing my hair. So it was supposed to be like a raw type of Miss Mo uncut type of video. But then I saw it, and I had some good gems in there. I always feel like I'm dropping gems. But I saw it and I was like, girl, give yourself a proper outro. You're not a theatrical person, but you do love theater. Like, if you're gonna end it with a class. Don't just throw shit there and just be like, this is it. Yeah, so I decided to put on some lipstick, put on my apparel, so cute, and just come on here looking like I got some, like we gonna get it together. As Country Wayne like to say, help is on the way. We're gonna get it together. Coming out here looking like that instead of looking like struggling. Because in that video, what I talk about, which is what I'm going to talk about in this video, is just about me leaving YouTube and the reason why. And that reason is because it was compounded, but one of the first reasons was because YouTube stopped being fun to me. It started to become like a job. And when you're creating content, um, I don't want to speak in a general term, but as I create content, in order for me to know what works, sometimes you do have to just like throw shit out there and just kind of see. But you are also studying, in a way, other people, how they do things. And one thing that kind of like piqued my ears up, and I heard this like maybe a year or two ago, because I started on YouTube in 2020, um, during the start of the pandemic, and just as an outlet for myself, especially with like the Black justice uprisings, or injustice uprisings, like that whole 2020 was crazy. It was crazy, okay? It's still crazy. This world's still crazy, but it was just a lot emotionally. So I started YouTube as an outlet to just try to achieve some type of joy. And so it became an outlet for joy, but then I started to, I'm a little competitive. I try not to like embrace it, but as I talk about self-love, positive transformation, sustainable self-love, you have to be honest with yourself. And I'm competitive. And I want to see what the other bitches are doing. What are y'all doing that's making it work? And I'm very analytical too. So not only am I looking at the competition, I'm analyzing what they are doing, and I'm being honest with myself, like, can I do that? Nah, I ain't about to do that. Can I do that? Yeah, I think I could do that. So that's when I'm making content and like making videos, that's how I was approaching it. Of like, how can I do something that captures my joy, um, but also remains authentic to me, while also being a lane of its own? Because all these different people, um, because like my channel started off as a beauty channel talking about lipstick. That's why I said I had to come on here looking correct. I can like that other video. My lips wasn't crusty because I don't believe in crusty lips. I don't believe in crusty lips. It wasn't crusty, but it wasn't put together. Um, yeah. And so, but it started off with the beauty channel. So I'm looking at Black beauty content creators. And so I started following Jackie Aina and Arnell Armand and Alyssa Ashley and whoever was doing beauty. Monica, it was like Monica by Muse, um, which is like she can be in both demographics because she's bilingual, um like different demographics, but like whoever was dark skinned doing beauty, doing lipstick, doing whatever, Nikki Tutorial, like whoever, I know she ain't black, but whoever was doing beauty, talking about it, that's where I was, because I wanted to again be in my joy, be myself, but also carve out a lane for myself. So that's why my channel started off as Lipstick Affair. Because it's like, I don't know how to do all that face stuff. And to be honest with you, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it that bad to learn it. Because I don't like shit on my face like that. Like, I don't even like my hair on my face like that. Okay, cutie. um, so lipstick was my lane. Okay. Was doing lipstick videos, but then I was getting in the way, kind of tired of it, because there's a lot you can say about lipstick, but then it gets to a point where it's like there's more to you than that. And so that's why, and then things were happening within my life that lipstick was a form of joy, but it was just the start of that beauty and that self-acceptance journey that has allowed my channel to go into the direction that it has gone into, in terms of talking about self-love and positive transformation. Um, but then to so yeah, it has, my channel has grown to that and focused on that. And because of that, the things that I try to put out, I try to be authentic with the information that I'm sharing based off of my life experiences. But I also try to, in a way, kind of like stay in my lane of like what I want to present to this world, especially via the internet. And as I continue to like be very focused about my messaging, um, which again deals with health and beauty. That's my message: health, beauty. Get your life together. Love yourself. Love yourself by getting your life together. Get your life together while loving yourself. You know, health and beauty. um, but as I, how much time I got? But as I was doing those things and like again doing my research about what the other channels, the thing that I kept hearing was, I don't want to play that because not play that. I don't want to be demonetized. I don't want to be demonetized. I don't want to be demonetized. And for me, because social media was, or particularly YouTube and social media in general, has always been like a space for you to just, be yourself. Like, you're not necessarily a company just yet, unless that's your goal, is to be a brand and a company. But it was just an opportunity to be myself. And because of the amount of different jobs that I've had, in which I felt as if I had to modify my behavior in order to be in these spaces. To modify my behavior on social media, something that is for me, being produced by me, and being spearheaded by me, to modify what I want to show or to modify what I want to do, just so I don't get, just because of missing out on a payment or missing out on being paid, that didn't sit well with me. Like, people can do whatever the fuck they want to do on their channel. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do in their life. But as I'm watching these people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I see that they themselves are censoring themselves in order to continue to still get a paycheck from something that they built, they created, it just kind of got to me. And it's like, how do I continue to be authentic without getting to that point of changing who I am and how I present myself, so that I can still get a paycheck coming in from YouTube. And but so that was the thought of like, how do I not go down that rabbit hole of like, whatever I need to do to get this money from YouTube. But then life started to happen, and like, I like money. I do like money, but I also don't like being dictated, especially by money. That's one thing about me, is that I like money, but I don't like to be ruled by money. That's why I be quitting jobs from left to right, up, down, like wherever. Like, if it's a job and I got it, and like the money, okay. But if the organization, the managers are doing too much, peace out. No, I don't. I'm not ruled by money, um, like that, to modify my behavior that much. And so, but as you are on YouTube and you want the subscribers to grow, and you want, like, the amount of effort and time that you put into making these videos, thinking about the content, planning the content, recording, editing these videos, creating the thumb, the thumbnails, posting these videos on, if you have different social media sites, the amount of things that you put into it, you like, okay, where the money at? Okay. Yeah, I do want to get a little change here. That won't, ain't gonna hurt nobody, And so, but that's the mindset that I was getting into of like, I want to get paid from YouTube. I want to get paid. I want to get paid. But when I jumped into that mindset, YouTube started to become a job. It started to become a chore. Therefore, it started to not become fun. And I was, I found myself creating content and creating things um, that I wasn't happy with. That it wasn't coming natural to me. Like, I don't mind putting in work for things, but for something that's supposed to be a form of joy, like creating content, or even the type of content that you create, when it becomes like a big struggle and almost even a stressor, it's like maybe it's time for you to take a step back. Like, what is really causing this much anxiety? Because like going back to like my videos, I enjoy talking to the camera. I never, I mean, I talk to myself, I know that, but but I think I would enjoy talking and doing YouTube like this. Um, I enjoy wearing lipstick and highlighting my beautiful, luscious lips. You know. Um, but then when it started to become okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Um, okay, maybe it could go in this sequence and this. When it started to become like a whole production, that's not what I signed up for. There are other things going on in my life in which requires a lot of energy from me, that I know that type of strategic planning and dedication is needed. But when I'm in my joy, when I want to be free, that's like going on a vacation with your friends or your family, and there's somebody that got an itinerary. It's like, yes, thank you for the itinerary, but we're supposed to be here to relax. My YouTube channel is a space for me to relax and to be myself. And if I am so consumed with trying to make money than with being myself and producing content that I am proud of and that I feel like will be beneficial to others, if the love and the obsession of money is polluting what I'm sharing to the world, then something got to go. And so for me, that was YouTube. Um, so yeah, and then there, like I mentioned before, it was other things that were happening that made me feel like, okay, I need to step away from YouTube, because I need to reduce the things that are on my plate, and YouTube is becoming more of a stressor than a joy. And um, I realized that I had to reduce the things that were on my plate. I knew I needed to do it, but life and God will be like, didn't I tell you to slow down? You thought I was joking. Okay. Well, let me hit you with this panic attack. And that's exactly what happened, y'all. A couple of days ago, um, I had a panic attack. And I've had panic attacks before, and I mentioned this in that first video that I was talking about, which made me be like, you know what? Fuck YouTube. Um, but I had a panic attack, and it was coming in like waves throughout the day. And when I think about it, one of the scary things is that it started off in the morning. So I started off my day feeling uneasy because of how much things that I have going on. And it wasn't till the sun was setting that a full-fledged attack, now I don't want to say full-fledged, but a noticeable attack, truly noticeable, started to surface within myself. And I'm heaving and I'm crying and I'm like trying to catch my breath. Another thing that made that even scary was that panic attack happened on a day that my mother passed away. I said, say, God, Heavenly Father, when you want me to listen, you know how to get my attention. And that's what it did. It got my attention. I love God. And now it's 2024, but in 2022 I had a car accident. And that car accident, it strengthened my relationship with God to the point of I love that relationship with God. I love when it's just me. I mean, I'm an introvert. I do better with one-on-one anyway. But when it's just me and God, whew, it's a feeling of comfort, a feeling of like, it's comfort, it's guidance, it's an overwhelming feeling of strength because I know that I'm being protected. But the thing that happens is that you get too comfortable and you start to not hang out with God anymore, or you'll talk to him from time to time. He not your rock like he was when you were struggling. And so now in 2024, and since that time, I've always like I was in a way envious of that version of me when I had to lean on God that heavy. And so now coming forward, and I had that panic attack, and that was an indication to myself of like, you not leaning on God anymore. You trying to do everything yourself, and you think you got it, but you don't. You have a false sense of power. And baby girl, you don't have any power in this. There are things working behind the scenes that's going to make a way for you. But you got to let God work. You can't juggle everything. And that's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to juggle YouTube. I'm trying to juggle a nonprofit. I'm trying to juggle personal relationships. Let me be specific, I'm not only just trying to juggle personal relationships. I'm trying to juggle within those personal relationships, a relationship with my partner. I'm trying to juggle a relationship with family members to get even deeper. Yeah, because we're going there. I'm trying to juggle a relationship with my father, my sister, my brother. I'm trying to juggle a relationship with my friends to get even deeper. And we will go there now, okay? It gets deep. I'm trying to juggle all these things. And what my body told me, what God showed me was relax. You can't do it all. And more importantly, you don't need to do everything right now. And so that was a wake-up call for me. And as I continue to trim the fat of my life of like, what doesn't need my attention right now? And what needs it right now? What can wait? As I continue to do that, how do I say this? It's like the worries and the concerns, I'll say this, are still there. But my approach to it is much different. I'm not rushing into things anymore. I'm talking to God, seeing like, okay, God, what the move is right now? What the move is right now, shawty man? What we trying to do? What we trying to do, God? But I'm just being more present with the concerns. So if my concern right now is building a stronger and a healthier relationship with my partner, then let me be present in doing that. If my concern is making sure that the nonprofit, the neighborhood, gets the full attention and resources it needs to succeed, then let me be present in doing that. I don't have to be running around here like a chicken with no head. Everything gonna work out when it's supposed to work out. And y'all, for me, it's not an easy point to get to, is what I'm trying to say. It's not an easy point to get to of a calmness, because like I mentioned, I had to have a panic attack in order for me to listen. And I feel like that because God knows how I be, and He like, girl, you my child, I love you, but you probably get on my damn nerves, okay? Cause you don't listen too well. But I say all that to say that I'm gonna have an anxious time again. I am, because I'm a human being. I'm going to have an anxious time again. But what I'm asking from God, um, constant patience with me, um, but also to give me the tools to help me navigate when that time comes again. Because people, what I notice is that people are going to bring their energy to you. And for me, I'm an empath. So when people come to me sad, happy, I collect, disappointed, I collect all of that. And it feels like shots. Not shots. Ooh, rebuke that. It feels like somebody is punching me. I don't want to get punched either, but I don't want to get shot neither, okay? But it feels like somebody is punching me with every time I feel an emotion. So people are going to come with their emotions. They gonna come with they comments. And at me being a person, I'm gonna have my emotions. I'm gonna have my comments. I'm gonna have my slick shit to say. But there's a small gap in between how somebody comes at you and how you react to process what's going on. And it's that small gap of processing that I ask for God's grace. And I ask Him to work with me during those gap moments, so that I can say the right thing that I won't regret, and that won't bring me shame, and that I don't hurt somebody in the process. So yeah, I'm gonna step away from YouTube, um, because it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna be on social media. I do. If you purchased my ebook, How to Stop Watering Weeds, which I discounted because at first it was at $10. I'm like, girl, I do want to get something out of it. Like I said, I like money, but I'm like, just test it out. Like give a test out price. So I think I put it down to $3.50. It's an ebook. But it's truly an opportunity for you to go on to begin a self-love journey with tools that I have used, because that book is a reflection of what I've learned from life. Once you read it and you go through it, and you like experience it, you might cultivate your own new tools. I'm here for it. And so, but yeah, but in that book, I have my Instagram handle, and it's called Bourbon Conversations. And like, although I'm going on a sobriety journey right now, another story for another day. Bourbon Conversations, I like the title of it. But Bourbon Conversations is an ode to a former self of mine when I was drinking bourbon. And I was just young, wild, and free, as Wiz Khalifa like to say. Um, but it's just a space, just like this space, of authenticity. But it's just not gonna be me on the camera. So you all can definitely catch me there. And yeah, so I still like being connected and involved with social media, and that's just something that before I didn't like to claim. But it's like, be real with yourself. You like it. You like it. And so I'm still gonna be doing stuff more so behind the scenes with social media, and that excites me. But you can definitely connect with me on Instagram at Bourbon Conversations. But thank you all for watching me and my shenanigans of conversations with basically with myself. And yeah, but I will see you all. I don't know when I'll see you all, but thank you. Bye.